Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Ois back with another video on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how do you run multiple applications with one script. For example, as a software engineer, if you're working on a full stack application, you will have to run API and then you will also run front end separately. One way to do is, for example, if I go to this and this folder will have npm start script, and I'll have to run this in a separate terminal, and then I'll go to React boilerplate. I'll go to npm start script as well. So there are, effort that you have to put into run multiple scripts. And sometimes as a software engineer, you will have to run lots of microservices or, micro front ends where it takes an effort to start up everything what you need to do. And so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use a package called Concurrently to run multiple scripts in one terminal, and that will get you up and running, very, very easily. We're going to be using a package called Concurrently, so that's the package. You can either install that locally in one of the application, or you can install it globally. I have installed this globally. You see it has lots of weekly downloads. So we'll go ahead and create a new file, and I'll just name it run.js file, and I'll just import that. So because I'm using the global version, so I'll just go to where my Concurrently is installed, require path. Let's start by using a concurrently function. This is a function which takes the first parameter as an array and then the second parameter as an object, which is like a configuration object for concurrently. In an array, we pass in the first object, which is going to take command, and the second value we will pass in cwd, which is the directory where you want to run the command. So we got multiple folders here. The first one is Ionic test and Angular test that we're going to be trying out. So we imported this path. We can use this to resolve the path, which is, I would say, is a recommended way of doing this. So you don't have to worry about, if it's running on a Windows or on a Mac or Linux. So right now what you need to do is just write the command, which is npm run start, because if I look at this Ionic test and then look at this is the command that we're trying to run. Yeah. So we go back, and then the directory would be /ionic test, add a comma, and then change the directory to Angular test. There's a other one. Now we're going to terminal. Let's run this run.js file using node run.js. And now you see it is generating application for Ionic test and Angular test. So Angular is running, but I think there was an error in running the Ionic because it's probably using the same port, so that's why it didn't work. But if you look at your commands that are basically being executed by just running this JavaScript file, and what I like to do also is I just make an alias for this command into zshrc file or bash.rc file, or you can make an alias on Windows as well. Now, in terms of this path here, I would recommend that what you do is use the path. So for example, so ionic path equal to path.resolve, and I will use this current directory, their name, and then you pass in this ionic test. So this way your path will be resolved. Doesn't matter if you're on a Windows or on a Mac or on a Linux. So let's copy this again, and then change this to, let's say, Angular. That's like a Angular test, okay? And then instead of this, we can just pass in ionic path, and then just pass in Angular path. Okay, and then if we go down now and run node run.js file again, you'll see both commands are being executed. And if you're wondering that if this will only run npm commands, not really. You can run other commands as well. Like I've got this Flutter application, which is going to use, Flutter run command. So what we'll do, we'll just create another command, and I'll just say Flutter run device to be Chrome, for example, or let's just say just run command. Okay, and then the folder would be, we'll just copy that, and then I'll change this to Flutter path, and then we change this to the folder name, which is test. And then you will see if I run this command now, Node.js, node space run.js file, you'll see it says no pub file there. There is an error from the Flutter project, but it actually executed that command. Okay, so you see that how easy it is to set up the multiple commands. You can run in one go, which is a lot easier to run the full stack application. You might have like multiple front-end servers or multiple back-end servers to run. Just use Concurrently, make a script, and then that's it. And you don't have to worry about running this again and again in separate terminals. I hope you liked this video. If you did, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you guys later.